Out of bradsboobarn. Everyone wanted to see a daytime walkthrough of my haunted house, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what it looks like during the daytime. I'm going to try not to make it too long because I hate watching videos that are long and boring. So I'm going to go pretty quickly, so let's go take a look at what I have. Okay, so this is the original barn right here. So we'll go ahead and do this one first. This barn hasn't changed much from last year. So I don't know if you guys can see very well because this camera doesn't pick up very well. Anyways, I don't have anything on, but that's the half man normally right there.
Hey, come here!
Can't see him too well, but it's just like a little electrocution. He doesn't belong here. Okay, then we normally have an actor right here in this this bed here that's against the wall, and they just kind of stand here. Now there's a rope here that controls the ceiling, and when they let go of the rope here, the ceiling falls, and then it triggers him to talk. I'm gonna have to switch to night vision. There we go. Okay, so it's completely dark in here. I'm on night vision. We go through here. This clown here moves. He has a horn there, which isn't there right now. We'll show a quick clip of everything. And we'll go through here. Go through here. He pops up out of there. Out of there. I have a light here, and then right here is a drop panel. You guys seen that on Halloween Hellmouth's drop panel window. It's a basic drop panel.
Get out of my box!
And a potion area. So this is our crazy doctor scene here. We have a guy who's playing in there. And inside of all these glass mirrors, if you guys watch this video, you'll see I have a bunch of these. There's actually hidden room back there. So people are watching you through all of those. Dr. Death. So this movie plays.
Get out of my barn!
When you open the door, it triggers for this guy here to scare you, which you can't see. He's inside of a mirror. So you can only see it after it's triggered. Someone else jumps through here. This is also a hidden control room area. Oh crap! This is the electric sparking fence, which was a very popular video that Elisha and Ellie made years ago. Well, a couple of years ago. But anyways, that's that prop, and all this will change this year.
You like to play with electricity, huh? You want to touch some electricity? You want to be electrocuted? Come here! Come here and get electrocuted!
I have a small control room in here, and we just run a boo box. That's what makes the music in here and this go. We actually have it We have music in here, and then as soon as you walk through that first door that I showed you, it triggers screaming. That's pre-recorded, and then that wall shakes to scare you. Then here we have the glow room, and it is going to be completely changed. It's not very scary, it's more of a kiddish room. Let me see if I can turn on the lights. Nope, that's not doing anything for the camera. Anyways, it's just a glow-in-the-dark room. We have people that are hidden in here that scare you with the masks and blow air at you to scare you. Okay, and then you exit, and that is the old building. It basically was just used to warm actors up though. And then I had my porta potty right out there, and that was the line to enter. And parking lots out front, and then they come right here. And I have a few chairs left, but this was my seating area. So this is where I staged everything. People would come and sit down, then we'd break the groups up into 2 or 3. They would be watching a video with haunt rules, and then some funny outtakes and pranks from YouTube. So it's kind of an entertaining area. All right, right here we have the clown maze. So our guests would walk right over here. We'd have a person sitting there that looked like a dummy. They would jump out and scare them, then we'd have someone jump out of this area.
Prop, go ahead. So you got right this way, the clown will lead you through, have a great time, and no fucking maze.
Now you can see we have black plastic in here, and that is to keep it really nice and dark. But there was no wind in here, so the black plastic really wasn't an issue as far as breaking down, and we have a full, sides and a roof up there, if you guys can see up there. So this maze is nice and dry. So it's all black plastic. I'm not going to walk through this whole maze. Basically you can see how it works. We have flaps so you can scare people in different areas. And like this here's a closet area, so they can scare out the side there for that path. They could jump out and scare, and then obviously I'm looking through holes through the back side, so it could actually scare me as well. So you want your different areas inside of your different mazes and your haunts to be available to different sides. So you could have someone working in one room and jumping out and scaring in another room that's behind them, or a hallway that's behind them. So you could run like a drop panel or just a scare like this on the back side while the worker's working this way, scaring those people. So it kind of helps you out and makes it seem like you have more workers.
Hello! I see you've met my friends. Welcome to my maze.
My gosh.
You wanna play a game? I wasn't done with you! Hello! You wanna play my game? You wanna be my friend? You better watch your back!
Than you really have. Okay, so that's the exit there. I walked around to the exit of the clown maze. This here is the bouncy bridge. Basically it's just to feel like you're bouncing, so I'll kind of go underneath the rope here so you can kind of see how it works. So I have a tire there, and then when people walk on it, you can kind of see Goldie moves a little bit. She doesn't weigh enough, but it bounces. So it's a bouncy bridge. It's made so that it feels unstable, but it's not really unstable. See how that works? And this is just completely filled up with fog, so you can't really see anything in here very well. You can kind of see these guys if you get close to them, but for the most part you can't see very well. It's just all fog, and then we have the techno strobes. And then we exit there, and then we have our graveyard scene. And it is pretty beat up. A lot of damage because we've been closed for a little while and the kids have been having lots of fun out here playing. And then right here is the schoolhouse. So that is actually facing the graveyard, but they don't enter here, they enter on the other side. So the schoolhouse is completely dark this year on the inside. We have one little scene here. These guys who have a strobe light on them, their lighted eyes. Then another thing I'll show you, when you exit the schoolhouse, everything's on ramps, so you can't trip. If you can see that. And you also feel claustrophobic. Now, the people who work in the Undertaker area, which is right there, and I already took that building down, so we can't see that. But they actually can run over here and hide here to grab the people here, you know, or act like they're gonna grab them as they're walking through the chute to get slaughtered. And that's the slaughterhouse that goes into the slaughter barn. So as people go through the chute, that's where they're going, into there. And that is all orange with the orange flame lights, the hole to hell. All right, so this is the human barbecue scene. Really cool scene. We use fog in there with orange lights, which makes it look like it's actually a fire in there. So it looks pretty cool. And then we have the pig masks come out and they try to get the people to buy human body parts or to recruit them. And of course, pizza boxes. The kids eat out here, so they leave their mess. I went through about 10 pizzas a day. All right, and this is the zombie area. So you walk up here, you read this sign, and then this would normally be a cross. At that point, someone up there would yell at you or yell at the people that there's someone here. He's the lookout tower, and then someone would come and greet you. And I'll go ahead and play a clip of that so you can see what it looks like. This is my pressure mat here, which controls the lights, and the gunner up there, and then I have my actors. And I even give them a propane heater so they can stay warm. This is the only area where I have a working tarp. Well, I guess a tunnel also. Other than that, it's all corrugated plastic. I got a bunch of this stuff here. If you can see the plastic up there. You really need that because it keeps all the actors warm. So my actors hide in all of these spots here. You know, corrugated plastic there, so all these areas are warm. That way, if they go inside of any of these areas to hide, they can stay out of the rain. So, important to keep all of your actors dry. So you walk through here. I have the chainsaw jump out of there. He chases you down this hall. Now you want to make sure you have a nice wide hall. This hall is probably 10 feet wide, I guess. And pretty long, fairly long, probably 30 feet long. I don't know, I'm walking down it. It's pretty long. So down it, they don't get hurt. They have an area to fall if they're gonna fall.
Stop! Stop! We're gonna have been in the last 24 hours! No, I don't think he has. Come on, let us quarantine you. Hurry, hurry! No, no, no!
There is that house that is collapsing right there. We have that collapsed room. Now you want to make it look as old and crappy as possible, so that's what we've done, but it's actually really, really sturdy. So we have the same witch on the outside as on the inside because it's kind of a witch's theme in here. She's cooking stuff. Looks pretty corny during the day, but at nighttime it looks really cool because it's just strobe lights, and we have little jumping strobes there. And the fortune teller's turned on. She says stuff. We have someone here being sacrificed, and then a witch working in this room as well. Please come in. This is the side of the schoolhouse that we looked at earlier. When you build your buildings, you want to make sure you leave room right here for people to run around your buildings, so my workers can run around the buildings. And there's shortcuts through here, like from here into the graveyard. So we go into here. People bang on this wall, nice and loud. Now we'll turn it to night vision. So we have the plastic tubes that they run into. And then, this is a pretty cool feature in this hidden room. The wall is actually at a slant. I don't know if you can pick that up from the camera, but it's slanted. So it forces you, when you're walking, to lean, and you have to kind of fall into this carpeted wall. So we have different textures on all the walls. So we have carpet there, we have foam here. People can't really see anything, so they have to just feel around. And then it gets narrow as you get down there. So it really works on people who are claustrophobic. Back over here, you can see we have mattresses on the wall to keep it nice and soft. Then underneath, we have hidden compartments. And that's where our actors reach out and grab feet, are in those hidden compartments.
What? Something's dragging down here. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh my God! What was that?
So, that is pretty cool. We'll walk over towards the beginning or end, depending on which way it's set up. So we have different carpet here. We have a blanket on this wall. We have the bubbles. Basically, it's a pool liner. So, a bunch of different textures. So, we'll go ahead and cut it off and get out of this room. Okay, and this is a look at what it looks like to be inside of the area. So we have people on the outside who kind of prod you. They stand out there and they touch you and they tell you to go through. And then we enter this room here, which is just basically babies, and we have the flame lighting and stuff. And we tore down most of the stuff in this room already, but that's how this room looks. Foggy. Well, we have the little speakers. We just use these cheap speaker systems everywhere for music. So we have them in the graveyard, we have them here, we have them in basically all the rooms. Just have little sound systems with MP3 players. And they open this door and they go back out of this building.
What do you want? Come on. Come on! Come on, pretty boy. Knock on the door, you'll die.
Alright everyone, so that was my daytime walkthrough. I did cut out some scenes that I'm going to use last year and some props because I don't want to show everything that I have. But that's the basic walkthrough of how it is set up. Hope you guys liked it. Comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think about it. Make sure you give me thumbs up. And if you guys have any videos or pictures of your haunt, whether it be a huge haunted house or you just did something in your garage, send them to me and I will make a video of all of your guys' photos and videos. So I think that'd be cool to kind of share them with everybody. Let me know where your guys' haunted house is if you guys have one, and down below go ahead and start a discussion. Tell me what you guys did for Halloween and how your guys' garage or backyard haunts went this year. So thank you guys very much for your support, and I will see you guys later.
Somebody's grabbing my fucking leg! Oh my God.
Chill, I can't walk.